Is it bad if sometimes I feel like going to India and like,
Seeing if they accept you.
yeah, I want to go to India and like not say anything and see like how like
Yeah,
if they'll.
I think maybe you would look like like. I'm so confused why like people like say like, oh, people who were talking about Charlie Kirk should be fired, but then when these Republicans were talking about, I'll read the text in a minute, but they're like they shouldn't lose these jobs.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Lemme Dink podcast.
Yes, sir.
Whether on your way to work, on your way to school, or just got a couple of minutes, hours, days to kill, go on a Lemme Dink marathon. We're
Days,
here for a
I don't
while.
think we've ever had that before.
Let's get something off the agenda. First episode that we're gonna start off with beef. What the fuck? Who the fuck do you think you are? All right, we're gonna get this off the podcast. I didn't even let you know this. I just reminded myself about this. Who the fuck do you think you are?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Superman.
To not
Oh.
respond to my Instagram memes.
What?
Who are
when did you just send me an Instagram
to
meme?
not respond to my Instagram memes? You want to know why I bring
Why?
this up? Because I was telling you I was watching the Matan Evans clip,
Yeah.
and right before that I had seen Carlos Rico like this or whatever the fuck your username is, and I was like, oh, so he's on Instagram, and I was like, oh wait, but that's weird because I had sent him memes like 2 weeks ago. So I go into my messages, Carlos Rico or whatever the fuck, sent 2 weeks ago, still sent, never touched, and you still posted on your story. What the fuck is up with that?
You sent it to my brand account, or you sent it to my name account?
Fuck you! Shut the fuck. Well, you see, my agent he texted me on Tuesday.
Hey,
so.
look, man, that's not my.
Fuck
yeah,
you.
you're talking to my business accounts, bro.
Fuck
It's basically a wall.
you. It's
It's not my personal account that I don't make public. So
it's the one where you're like with the mic in your hand. Yeah, that one.
oh, okay.
It's that one. I don't know what that is.
Like
I don't know if it's your
I would
burner.
be like Mellow, where I'm just like, yeah, no, I don't run it. I don't run it. Have you seen that video? Where he's like in high school and some girl's like, oh my god, I just followed you. Can you follow me back? No, I don't run the account.
There's actually so much lore behind that. That girl is the sister of Julian Newman. Who? Yeah, exactly. So if you remember,
isn't she taller than Julian Newman too?
They're like the same size.
Oh,
but that's still not a flex.
No,
or whatever.
no, it's not.
She's still like even for a girl, she's still pretty tiny. What's it called? But that was around the time that they were giving everybody a TV show, and they gave I think it was, I don't remember the name of it, but they got their own TV show, the Newman family. And that was when the dad, I think I brought it up on this podcast before, he started a whole fucking school just to build a team around his son. And so what's it called? Point is, so the documentary or whatever was like, the series was like following them, and then the whole episode was like, it was a big episode because they were Melo had like transferred to IMG, which is like which is a really well known school for like football and basketball. And this is
this is in California, right?
I think so. And then this is Julian Newman's like team that had been built around him, going versus LaMelo's team. So like high school games, like they usually sell, but whenever LaMelo and his brothers or like Julian Newman's team were playing, they always got sold out. So this game was super sold out. Oh yeah, they made, bro. Someone should make a documentary on that and how much money like high schools make. Well, they probably put it right back into the basketball programs, right? Right.
Looking at you, Dr. Kenner.
Bro, they totally stole so much money.
What's it called? How much? I'm pretty sure we looked up that there was like a bunch of like extortion like lawsuits on our principal, right?
Oh yeah.
There was like multiple extortion lawsuits that like all got dismissed.
I mean, tell us, guys, if you guys want us to open a Patreon, because I know like details. There's a very famous basketball player. Well, he was like a couple of drafts.
He made it to the NBA.
No, a couple of years ago, he was like, I think within the first round drafts. Yeah. So he was actually like, he was in the news. Like if I said his name, you'd be like, oh shit, that dude. He went to our high school, and apparently he had scandals where he did stuff with girls, and Dr. Kenner specifically like went to the girls and talked to them and like kind of basically silenced them because like she wanted Whitney Young
no.
She wanted our high school to have like the rapport of producing a NBA level basketball player, and if they had come out that he wouldn't be able to like continue his career and shit.
Yeah, dude, it's been it's crazy out here. I mean, I think she even had like some of the extortion cases that I was talking about were like to like let political like these like high up political people to like kind of get them into the school without like
Oh
bypassing the
yeah,
test and
yeah, yeah.
stuff.
That's like a given because fucking the lunch ladies, they were
Yeah,
like assholes, and everybody knew
yeah,
it. Everybody would like talk about it, and like the people, like the staff were like assholes at our school.
yeah,
And like I remember like one time, like not to be bogus, but like our teacher was a certain race, and all these people were also a certain race. And I remember one time someone was like, like who vetted these people to work at like our high school, because like not to brag or nothing, but supposedly our high school in our city was supposed to be like one of like the best.
yeah.
Like it's supposed to be like representative of like a higher learning, like, high school. So like the fact that like, and you would go to like, I remember going to like, there's gonna be a lot of bleeping in this episode, but like Lane Tech, or like
Why? I gotta bleep it.
people are gonna know. Like that's kind of bad publicity for our high school. I
We
don't I
don't go
wouldn't
there.
I wouldn't say everything was bad about
I
it.
mean,
I wouldn't want to
we don't.
negatively like.
You're saying this like we have influence, like just a bunch of like two
True.
dumbasses. Like it's not like we talk about schools in the regular. We talk about penises a
All
lot
right. So
more than
anyway, so the
schools.
episode was a really big episode because they were
Penises
gonna
and
play.
buttholes.
Lamelo Ball was gonna play Julian Newman in the basketball game. So they
Bunch of
play,
cheek clappers.
bro. They there's like, you can look this up on YouTube. There's so many highlights of like Julian Newman like.
I've seen that
And
so
then he
many
just fucking
times.
gets so fucking swatted
Yeah,
in the middle of the game. So they get absolutely like fucking booty schmacked in
yeah,
the game, right? Like there's funny clips of the dad in the middle of halftime trying to hype him up, and instead he's just like demoralizing everybody because he's like, he's not a coach.
yeah,
He's just a guy who like realized that like you can make money off your kids. So he put his kids in basketball really early, and they just knew how to make like basketball moves look really cool. So
yeah.
like he's in the locker room being like, "You're playing like shit. You're playing like shit. What the fuck do you know? Do you know about winning? We got to get out there because you guys are playing like pieces of shit." And there's like no like positive criticism to it. So they just go
Nothing
out
about
there,
basketball
nothing
even.
about basketball. They just fucking go out there, get fucking booty smacked. And then at the end of all that, the cameras are following the sister, and she goes up to Lamelo, and that's when the clip comes in where she's all like, "Oh hey Lamelo, like, can you give me your Instagram?" And he's like, "Oh, run it." And
I'll run it.
and then she's like, "What? Really?" And then he's like, "Yeah, I'll run it." And it's so funny because your brother just literally got his like ass like like not even, it's not even just that the teams played. It's like
Yeah,
that was your brother's team. This is this dude's team, and you really went over there and you were really like, let's be honest, bro. If he gave you that Instagram,
you might as well just clap their
you
cheeks at
bro,
that point
bro,
in front of
it's
your dad.
you would have literally been on his shaboing boing, the guy who schmacked your brother the day earlier, or I don't even you.
It was that same day you're saying though, right?
Yeah,
Otherwise,
yeah.
how would they have been?
She probably would have went over the same day probably,
Yeah,
because
same day.
she would
Oh,
like,
I'm gonna stay and hang out with some friends, Dad.
no, that's like a thing in the series. She brings
Yeah.
up Lamelo multiple times, and her brother's like, and like it is kind of crazy. Like, bro, you have to pick the one dude who's like your brother's adversary.
Literally my arch nemesis.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up on the That's
Like,
such a like, what
a
the
lot of
fuck?
people in real life don't even have arch nemesis, and
Yeah,
this guy does. Your own brother, and you try to bang his arch
yeah,
nemesis.
bro. Oh
Can you
my.
imagine having an arch nemesis?
And you know what's even sadder too? I feel like Lomelo really did the family a solid.
Yeah,
And did you see them standing next to each other? It was like a Chihuahua next to like a fucking Great Dane.
yeah. Well, Lamelo wasn't even that tall then.
No, no, no. Even then, like I'm saying, go back
That's
and
what I'm
look.
saying.
He's still just like that, and she goes up to his knee.
Yeah,
So
and I'm saying like even then,
he saved you, little
yeah,
girl.
because I think Lamelo didn't even grow till after high school, right?
No, dude, but even still, I'm talking about there.
No, I understand. I'm just trying to put that into perspective that
Yeah.
he hadn't even grown to his full potential, and he was
He would have
already like
destroyed her, bro.
he was already
It was-
like I think he was only like 6 something. I think that just goes to show how fucking tiny the
she-
Mexicans were.
She would no, she's not Mexican. She's Puerto Rican.
Mexican. No,
That's not,
No,
no,
I'm
no.
joking.
Hey,
I'm joking.
yeah,
Puerto Ricans are Americans, and Mexicans are not.
no, no. That's like I would say that's like I watch Stavi's podcast, and I would say to call a Puerto Rican a Mexican, or vice versa, a Mexican and Puerto Rican is kind of like a Turk and a Greek.
Yeah,
like,
or like a
"Don't-
Albanian.
You call me what?
How dare you? We're not
You
the same thing at all. But like,
never-
But like
never
to a country like around on the other half of the globe, it's like you guys are the same thing.
indistinguishable.
Yeah, you guys are the
Like,
same thing.
well, okay,
It's like
here's
the
nah,
it's
nah,
like
nah,
the
nah, nah,
Israelis.
nah,
Hold on,
nah.
hold
Let's
on.
be honest. Nah, nah, nah. The
It's
food,
like
our food's better. Mexican food's better. I will stand on that to the end of time. I'll
oh
give it
yeah,
to you.
yeah, no, yeah,
Music,
for sure.
they can have music. They can have music, especially with Bad Bunny right now. I don't think
Yeah,
we have a guy that can compete with Bad Bunny. They can have music.
they do have a nice like landscape too,
Nah,
like
ours is
tropical
better.
landscape. We
Ours
don't
is
have
better.
tropical. We
What the
have
fuck,
like
bro? My family's from Veracruz. What the fuck are you talking about? That's like tropical.
oh yeah,
Like
we
fuck.
do have jungles in Mexico, but
No,
like
not jungles. Like coastal. Like
no,
what are you
yeah,
talking about?
I'm talking. Well, have you seen like pictures of Puerto Rico?
Yeah,
It's
you're talking
like
about like the coastline and shit.
lush green. No, just talking about like lush green, like trees and like just vibrant like foliage,
Yeah, Mexico's got that too,
mountains.
bro.
I okay, yeah, that's true.
You,
I guess
have you heard of cenotes? My grandma
yeah.
has been trying to convince me my whole life to go to Mexico just for basically
Did
cenotes.
you know that we know what the cenotes are now?
What do you mean? What they are now?
Because before we were like, well, we have no idea why these exist.
Are there like pressure buildup or some shit?
No. So you know
Oh.
how we were like, a long time ago, we were like, oh, what killed the dinosaurs? An asteroid. That's
Oh,
cenotes are actual asteroids that hit the Earth.
yeah, yeah. In Latin America, actually, isn't that like Latin America and because that goes in that coincides with the whole Pangea thing that
Yeah.
we all used to be all the countries the
Yeah.
landmass used to be like
That's
one
what
concentrated thing.
the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah,
That's the
exactly,
big ass asteroid
exactly.
that
I
hit.
was gonna
Isn't
talk,
that crazy?
but
Dude, we
also
had the asteroid so close to America.
no, we had a lot of dinosaurs in Latin America.
Yeah.
We had like we basically are like the like you do that. Recently they found some in I think New Zealand or somewhere. But like if you look at like I think places like Peru, Ecuador, Venezuela, like more Central America,
Yeah.
because the more you go north, I don't think as many. But Central America, Latin American countries have like the most like dinosaurs because that's
Yeah.
where like I would say if you really look at it, if like the way Pangea was supposedly formed before, the landmass in the middle was probably like the Latin American countries. That's why when it hits, it like spread out like
Yeah.
innermost like kind of like a ripple of water where it's just like
Yeah.
pretty cool, man.
It's pretty cool.
All right,
Yeah.
so going back to Mexico and Puerto Rico, they got music, we got food. Flag. Our flag is pretty fucking badass.
Our
I love
flag.
our like. I'm not even trying to be
Yeah.
like. I'm trying to take myself like out of my own nationality right now, but bro, the
Nobody else is.
Mexican
I mean,
flag.
I really like just like how Mexico has like a cool ass like a golden eagle. I was gonna say I really like Iran's flag too. How they have like the design on their like stripes, like the you know what I'm talking about.
I've never seen that Iranian
Dude,
flag.
Iran's flag looks so cool because well, especially because they're. I mean, it's kind of the same colors as Mexico. It's the green is a little different,
That's what I was gonna say. The Mexico, because a lot of people say Mexico's flag is like due to colonialism, whatever. There's so many flags like it, like um,
like kind of like Cuba and Mexico. I mean, Cuba and Puerto Rico. I mean,
yeah, that exactly,
yeah,
exactly. But the eagle eating the snake just wins it over everything because go into any country, you just show that symbol, you know what that signifies. That means like
yeah.
evil losing to good. Good will always prevail. Like that shit is like the American flag is pretty up there. I do like
The
how the
American flag
50
is probably
states
like number one
it in terms of like
flags.
symbolism, in terms of symbolism. But if we're gonna be like if we're gonna be in terms of just graphic design,
Oh,
guys,
okay.
let's be honest.
Graphic design.
Graphic design. I'll get no, because I'll give it to other countries.
Yeah,
Spain has a pretty cool one. I like
Spain
their
has a yeah.
because it's no matter what,
That
even
crescent, the like to the left, not even on the center. It
exactly.
looks so
It's
good.
also cool because no matter what phone you go on, if you put the Spain flag, even if it's the most Android ass phone, it still shows the crest in the like the little 2 pixels that it has to use it
Yeah,
for. It's pretty cool. This the Spain flag is pretty cool.
yeah.
What's it called? What other country?
Brazil's flag is pretty cool. A
Oh,
blue
bro,
globe with the
that is.
freaking yellow triangle, yellow diamond, and with a green background, bro.
If you want to go
Brazil's
simplistic,
is so good.
if you want to go simplistic, Japan's like
Japan's is freaking awesome.
Japan's like it's just a red dot, but it's like that's all we need. Like the red sun.
It's like,
Oh,
all right, guys, we're making the flag. Okay, put a red circle in the middle.
stop, guys, wait, stop.
That's pretty good, actually. But you know what's funny is that they had the rays before the circle. And they were just
Oh
like,
yeah, I
okay,
do
now take
remember
off the
that one.
rays and let's just like make it clean.
They did like the whole like company rebranding before it was like a thing.
Yeah, they
They
did.
really got in before
They,
everybody.
that's
Damn,
true.
Japanese people are just ahead on
I know,
everything, bro.
man. They're getting
Fuck.
ahead of everything.
But
That's funny. Yeah, that
are
is
those
true.
like our what top three flags?
Top three. I was gonna say, who else?
I don't.
Switzerland's is pretty nice.
Or should we
Just
just
a,
start? Because
I like Switzerland's because their flag's not even a flag shape. It's like almost square.
oh yeah, theirs is pretty cool. Denmark, I think, is kind of like that too. No,
Denmark. No, they have a cross, but it's flag shaped.
there's
But I'm saying
one
sweet.
Holland. There's a weird one that's kind of like how you're describing, like the way that the pattern is, it makes it look like smaller, like a weirder dimension. I forgot which one it is.
I'm not sure. I know Nepal has like two triangles. That looks like that.
Oh, I like the Polynesian one. It has like stars on it, but it's like kind of cut. Have you seen it?
No.
Sometimes like because they use it sometimes like for Australian post, since there's
Oh,
like
okay.
yeah Polynesian people and shit.
I've never seen. I
It's pretty cool.
the only flags that I know that are different shapes are Switzerland's, which is like almost square. It's the red with the white cross in the middle, and then Nepal. But I'm not sure who else has like a weirdly shaped flag. Um,
Because now all that's coming to my head is are flags that I do not like, and I don't know if we should start pissing off viewers that like we don't need to be
Puerto
pissing off.
Rico and Cuba.
Nah,
Come on, guys.
it's not that it's that they're too similar. That's the thing for me. It's that it's just too similar. That's it.
Yeah, that's why. That's what I'm saying.
I
They
can
didn't even bother to make their. Oh, I do like though because there are so many flags that copied like the United States, kind of like Liberia and like Chile and
yeah
Texas.
yeah
I do like that. There's like that the Cubas is actually inverted colors. Like the stripes are blue and the
true.
triangle's red. I do like that.
No, you know who else has a good one? Dominican Republic. I like theirs. Theirs is blue and red, and it's like the checker form. So it's like it's blue, white, white, red, and then in the middle is like a crest.
I thought
You
that
never
was
seen it?
Panama.
No, it's Dominican Republic, bro.
I think they might have a similar flag then.
Probably.
I know Panama has the like it's like four corners, right? Like white, blue, red, white, and then there's two stars. I think I know for sure Panama's flag has the stars in the white boxes, but I forgot what the
Yeah, this is
Dominican's
what it looks
flag
like.
looks like. Oh, that one. I'm look up Panama's. Panama's is pretty
Oh
nice, but that
yeah.
one is pretty nice too, though.
Nah, I like the color. I like the because it makes
I think
black.
Panama's is cleaner in my
Oh yeah.
opinion,
Let me see.
but I think I like how a lot of flags took over.
No, what? This is like a Texas inspired shit,
What? Let me
dude.
see. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong one.
Panamanian flag,
Yeah, that one.
dude.
That
What?
was so cooler.
Dude, this is way more badass.
This is way more
This is the
badass.
more badass one of
No,
the
it's not the
two.
most.
It must be better.
No, I think Panama's is cleaner.
Nah,
Um,
bro.
but I like how there's like a lot of flags that just have like the United Kingdom's like flag.
Oh, that's yeah, like Australia's and
Yeah,
shit. Yeah, I don't like that to be
Australia. I don't
honest.
like that either.
It's like
Oh,
let it go, you know? Like you're not a part
you
of
guys,
you.
yeah, that's true. They're like, you guys won your independence. Can you guys make a new
Yeah,
one?
bro.
Make a new one, guys.
Just white conservative
I
shit.
guess. I really like though that the United Kingdom's flag is all of their countries combined. Like,
Oh yeah, that is
I
kind of
think
cool.
it's England, Scotland. Um,
But
who else?
it sucks to say, especially in the climate we're in now. But like
Yeah.
America already did it, man. Like you're trying to create the United States, basically.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's like we're not the adventures. We're the mighty friends. It's like shut the fuck up, man. Like
The
they already
Mighty
did it. Like
the kid spinoff.
yeah, bro, shut up. Like do your. They should have gone like more like a like instead of because there's only three, right?
I think it's only minute of three. Yeah.
Yeah, so like they shouldn't have done they the reason why the United States the 50 United States works is because like damn there's 50 like holy shit but you put like
50 stars. Can you imagine?
the
50 stars on a flag.
they
I got 50 homies behind me. What do you got? Three?
yeah exactly they should have been like the Republican force or something something
The
that's
Republican
like
force.
all of them united but not in numerical order like more
Yeah.
like I don't know like the European Union or something but that's already a thing right
Yeah. Actually, their flag's pretty nice too. It's a blue graphic design wise. It's just a blue flag and
it's
then a
solid it's
circle of
solid
stars.
oh yeah.
Pretty nice. Yeah.
Did you see the flag that they were putting on that one Republican what's it called? You haven't seen it on like Truth Social, your favorite app?
No, I haven't. I
the
didn't deny it was my favorite app. I just denied that I haven't seen it. So,
No, the one guy who there was like a Republican guy, whatever. He went on like a talk show, and right behind him was the American flag, but it had like a Nazi swastika in the
oh, I
middle of
did
it.
see that. You're
Yeah,
right. I did want to talk about that. I
I did
completely
like that.
forgot.
That's good.
I was
That was
like,
good
that's a
post.
pretty funny joke, and anybody who doesn't get it, they're just like lying to themselves, dude. I think people who
It
don't
has to
realize
be a joke.
it's clearly satirical, man. Classic. All my homies, we always cosplay as Nazis on a farm, and we terrorize black people as a joke. It's practical. We don't record ourselves. It's more like an inside joke for ourselves, you know. But yeah, I did see that, and there was every time everywhere I've seen it's like there is no rebuttal to it. It's just oh, it's an optical illusion.
on on um on the fact that he has it.
No, it's an optical illusion. The flag is not real. It's not actually a swastika. You just can't tell from the camera angle
That's
that
fucking
it's something else.
stupid. Is that an actual thing people are saying?
Yeah, that's their argument.
What?
That's their argument.
Yo, here's the thing, bro. Nobody says it. There's so many. They love to like categorize like, oh, brown people are coming. Like they're bringing MS-13. Like they're bringing this organization with them. Okay, is no one gonna point out how many Nazis got away and the fact that like, if you really think about it, bro, like in the society that we're in terms of like stereotypes, right? Like you can go racist with it, but then you can also go like, you can go like not so much racist, but just factual, based on
Mm.
like the historical events that have happened, right?
Yeah,
And so if you look at white people's like their historical, let's just not even their achievements, like mm, their cycle, we'll say in
their
society,
cycle. Yeah, that's a
dude,
good way to put
they've
it.
consistently just targeted a minority, been like these guys are horrible, put them into camps and stuff and like detain them. And it's not just like one. They've done it with black people, with Japanese people in World War II.
Yeah.
They've done it with Jewish people in World War II. Um, and now they're doing it with brown people. And I wonder when it's gonna be like, damn, like maybe white people are the problem.
Hmm. Hmm.
Maybe.
I do see this racist comment about like, oh, I'm just saying that Jewish people have been kicked out of 192 countries. I don't know if you ever seen that. It's very racist, but that's like people defending like the Palestinians with
Yeah.
racism, which is like doesn't help at all.
No, no, yeah, you can't fight
You,
like ignorance with like
right?
stupidity. That's what I don't get about like a lot of the people that comment on like stupid shit that's like online, because a lot of them don't even
Yeah.
have all the facts.
Yeah.
So like they'll comment. I've seen like videos like from people that I follow where it's like a 2 minute video pops up, and
Yeah.
within 50 seconds someone's commented, and I'm like, you haven't seen the whole video. How do you have a take? That's
Yeah.
impossible.
It's literally
It's
impossible.
impossible.
That's how people
You don't
think.
have all the
There's
information,
there's
lady.
even Matt McCusker. Matt McCusker from Shane and Matt's Secret Podcast. He literally talks about so much how he only reads headlines, and that's where he gets his entire take from. He doesn't even read the articles.
That's also ignorant.
Right. I mean, but the thing is, he obviously tells people that, oh, I'm not a political person. I haven't voted once in my entire life.
Okay.
But there, imagine how many people are out there that do vote and are actually feel strongly about things, like for real. At least Matt is he's dumb enough to know, or he's smart enough to know that he is too dumb to like really vote on things
Okay,
like
but
that
here's a
actually matter.
sad thing about that. Like this, like Shane. There's a clip of Shane going
Yeah.
around where he's all like, "It's funny that people think I'm a Trump guy.
Yeah.
They think I'm Republican,
Yeah.
and it's just like I'm never gonna tell you if I am or not. But at the same time, like if you actually look at my stuff, I actually make fun of Trump more
All the time. I
than
told
I'm
my brother.
endorsing him. But if you look at a lot of the right wing guys, they're like Shane's our guy.
Yeah.
Like despite the comedian's approach to it of being like I'm a stupid comedian and I read these headlines because I'm a stupid comedian.
Yeah.
It's like there's a lot of people that also don't go through the articles, but
Yeah.
they follow you blindly. So the fact that you're like, I'm gonna also say,
Yeah.
I'm gonna repeat this as if it's like factual. A lot of those people are like, oh, my favorite comedian is saying it, and he's so good, he's so well articulate that no way he would just be like vomiting garbage, even
Yeah.
though even Like,
Even though he's a comedian.
because essentially what you're telling a lot of these people are like, don't absorb all the information from this one article. Also, don't absorb all the information from this one comedian. Take the headlines from both. The
Yeah,
headline here was like, whatever, Democrats want to steal your money. You hear it from this other comedian that says it because he's trying to be funny, and your conclusion is, oh yeah, Democrats are trying to steal my money.
huh.
And it's just like, no, you fucking idiot. It's the fact that this guy didn't read the article because he thought it would be funny because the headline is funny to him, and he repeated it because to him that's funny. The fact that he didn't go through it, but you who also did not go through it are gonna repeat it because he said it because he didn't go through it.
Yeah.
And then we have the United States that we have now.
The amazing 50 states
I
that we
mean,
all live in
shit. But here's the sad part that I'm realizing that there's people like this all over the
all
United.
over the world.
No,
All
all
over
over
the
the world. Yeah,
world.
my bad. Yeah,
No, yeah.
because there's.
But it's dangerous that they're here in the United States because we have so much power over the rest of the world.
But did you see? It made me laugh. Like
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is this? There's like there was like a bunch of like Japanese. There was like a little committee of Japanese people in like this convenience store, and there was like Fox News or whatever. They just captured the footage or whatever, and they all had like, it looked like these these papers they had just freshly printed from the fucking convenience store, and they were all pictures of Charlie Kirk. And
Yeah.
in their broken English, they're like, "We are Charlie Kirk," and all of them. But
Why?
there's like a group of like 7 of them. Exactly, exactly. I'm like, from across the world in fucking Japan, where our politics don't even really affect you like that. Also, the fact that like, if you come to America, you really think like the MAGA guys are gonna look at you and be like,
You're one
"Oh,
of
you're
us.
one of us." They're not. Second of all, the fact that you're over there being like, "I am Charlie Kirk," like, what? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing, bro?
It is crazy to think about that.
It's also crazy the fact that like they're angry that people are like, they speak out against him, and
Yeah.
like, if you go back to like almost any of his clips, he's like, black people are not fit to have jobs, and he's all like, he's I forgot what he said about Mexican people too, but he said some shit about, he like has every bad thing to say about almost
Everybody.
every. That's what I
Everybody.
don't get. I'll put this out here. If they're, you know, they're such a superior race, what the fuck are they so much better at? Like,
I always hear this like argument about like racists online will always say this: white people invented the most things, and it's like, what did you invent, dude?
it also history is written by the victors. So
Yeah,
like, when you take over a civilization, like, anything that they built is like, that's ours
that's
now.
ours
And,
exactly.
and when history is going to continue, that was always ours. Like,
Yeah,
we came when we gave these people the good
yeah,
ideas. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, we came to a lot of the white people or white conservatives are like, we came to America and we built it from the ground up. And it's just like, you realize that pyramids were built here, right? You realize that there were actual aqueducts, and there were
yeah,
actual like whole medicine systems and education. We were able to, before your tools, your supposed such good tools, we were able to map out the constellation of the stars and actually build a
yeah.
calendar according to the stars,
Accurate too.
accurate up to like the 2012 era. Like,
Yeah,
oh yeah, but we had to bring in over child predators and
yeah.
fucking fat guys
I, d-
online
I
and
do hate that because it's
VR.
just like, oh yeah, but we invented this stuff. It's like, okay, but
We
people
brought slavery.
on the other side of the world are also doing the same shit. Like, and they didn't. It's not like they call each other and like, oh, how did you guys figure out? Did you guys figure out aqueducts yet? Like, they didn't do that. They just figured it out at the same time.
Yeah,
So people don't know that the people on the other side already was doing that stuff.
there's like, you can bring up so many examples of like stuff now, like, Italian people, right? Uh, Some people might not even consider them white, depending on what side of New York you were born on.
All right,
But
we'd have to hold that thought right there.
okay, okay,
Gonna
bet.
leave you on that cliffhanger.
All right, bet. Italian people, right? You
Yeah,
you look at like a lot of their stuff, and you're like, oh, like, they're like like you're a conservative against our argument would be like, you're a fucking liar. Look at like Italian people; they have
yeah,
culture and they have like good food and this and that. And it's just like, you realize that, like, let's just take pasta. You realize that pasta was introduced to Italians by Chinese people.
yeah.
Like,
and tomatoes were from the Americas.
Tomatoes were from Mesoamerica. So
Yeah,
before Christopher Columbus came to the United States, I mean, came to America, I should say, not the United States because it wasn't a thing yet. Before he came to America, Italians had no pasta,
no
no
pasta,
tomato
no
pasta.
tomato,
They had no lasagna with tomato. Irish people,
no pizza. Pizza didn't exist. Could not have
it was
existed
not a
yet.
thing back then. Irish people, you think of like potatoes, right? You think of like, oh,
Yeah,
Ireland, they love potato, like it grows from the ground. Uh, uh, Potatoes are from Peru.
yeah.
They were never from Ireland.
They're never
They
from
were
Ireland.
taken over there, bro. And like even guns, like Chinese people invented gunpowder.
Yeah,
Like
and they didn't even make guns until they were like bow and arrows are. We'll just stick to bow and arrows for like the
exactly.
longest time.
And then also they also love to bring up the fact that like they came over here and they were like, oh yeah, but we conquered it, guys. So technically it's ours. It's like, do you realize besides the Black Plague, it's either on the same scale or bigger. Um, uh, uh, the Spanish flu took out like 70% of like indigenous life on like
It's 90%.
90%, bro.
Ninety
So
percent of
so
Native Americans were killed from smallpox and
and
other diseases.
exactly, and
Crazy.
that's not talking about like you took 90% of our army away. No, you took 90% of like children,
The entire
scholars,
population. Yeah,
doctors, newborns, pregnant women, just
yeah.
normal women, people who could
Another woman of value.
people who could just make more people. You took
Yeah,
everyone away. You killed
yeah,
90% of it, and then came in, and then also like you. It's so funny to me, like now that I'm like like not experiencing, but I'm like the way that I guess that society is right now at this point with like brown people, I'm like looking at a lot of stuff and I'm like, oh yeah, like you guys like love to portray yourselves as the good guys because like
yeah.
think about it, think about Thanksgiving, like the way they portray it
There's yeah.
is like we came in, we were like,
We
you know what,
broke bread.
guys,
We broke bread with the Native
we
Americans.
were like
They taught us how to plant corn with fish.
we're gonna be cool with everybody. It's all about peace and love. And like you go back and like they were starving kids and like making sure that if they spoke their native language, they would like kill them and
Yeah,
like
they
cut off their
killed. They
tongues and
killed
shit.
like I think they almost made the buffalo extinct
Oh, they did like on
on
purpose
purpose.
to make sure
Yeah,
that the
to make sure
Indians
to
didn't have the Native Americans didn't have like any food supply and shit.
yeah. There's like
So
sons, and they just like all that just went to waste. All those bodies
they
of
literally made a species extinct on America within like the first
a
like
couple decades. And I don't even think it took that long. I think it was like like literally within 20 years they made. Yeah, you're right. An entire species of buffalo like almost extinct.
and they did that in order to try to make another species extinct. Like they came to America,
Yeah,
they eliminated a species to with the mission with the
yeah.
directive of trying to eliminate another species,
The
and then not
Native.
even
You
that.
talking about the Native Americans as
Yeah,
a species?
yeah, they fucking yeah, they tried, bro. They didn't do it, but they tried. Bro, if you look at like Yellowstone, have you seen Yellowstone?
No,
I just see clips of it like
the show.
on the YouTube. Yeah, the show.
I haven't
The
seen it.
ending, the ending makes me wanna like, who the fuck wrote this? And the crazy thing is like, if you look at the ratings, like people love it, and people in the South probably like, man, this show is the
Yeah, I
best.
have seen that like people of all colors like it though. If they're from the
But it's
south.
so like, if you really think, it's like, first of all, like, oh yeah, cowboys are the most American thing. Okay, okay, well, how come you don't find cowboys like anywhere else in the country besides on the southern border?
Yeah,
Because you guys copied that from the Mexicans.
yeah.
Sorry, guys, but you stole that shit.
A
Um,
counter argument for the
what?
whiteys out there:
What happened?
horses are from Europe.
And they love us more.
That's true.
If
I can
no,
say that.
but that's actually true. If you look at
Yeah,
a lot of horse, I forgot what they're called. Not buckers. They're called I forgot. But even in a lot of shows and a lot of
yeah,
shit, there's like it's like Mexican ranches that have been there for like decades,
yeah,
longer than the white people. They like what's it called? They like win continuously, and they have like a
yeah,
report for like being like some of the best. Oh, but anyway, in Yellowstone, the way that it ends from the fucking clips that I've seen is like the way, like, basically I think it's in Montana or some shit, or I forgot. Point is that they're like, the government is gonna take away the main protagonist's family farm,
yeah.
and they're like, man, what are we gonna do? And then the eldest son, he's all like, I'm gonna do what should have been done a long time ago. And he goes to the Indian guy and he's all like, when the white man stole your land, how much did they sell it for? And he's all like, the Indian guy was like, it was not never supposed to have a price, blah blah, but he sold it for blah blah. And he's all like, and what if I sell it back? And then he's all like, you would do that? And he's all like, I would rather this land be in like the hands of someone who would care for it than the government or anyone else who would just like tear it up or whatever. And you watch it, right, and you're like, oh my god, like the tides have turned, and one for the good guys, right, one for the
Yeah,
people who care about land. But then you really think about it and you're like, the writers really were in the writing room and they were like, yeah guys, we have to make the white guy change heart, and actually we're also going to be the good, we're the bad guys, but we're also the good guys, and we're going to give back the land. Like, everyone pat on the back, we did a good job,
yes, we
high
did.
fives all around.
Guys, we gave
Guys, we did
Native
it, we did it, we
Americans
solved
90%.
inequality
Yeah, yeah. We
in America.
for 10 acres of land, all 90% of the people that were killed
Casinos,
just forgiven.
reservations that are like filled with like actual what's it called, uh they if you go to reservations, they have like some of the highest cases of drug use and a lot of like
And like
fentanyl and
murder.
shit, and a lot
Yeah,
because like this is my
there's no
theory and
money.
whatever, man.
Your economy's sucking there.
My theory is the fact that the government purposely like makes sure they don't get any like rise to power. Because imagine like a steadily rising Native American population. Like,
Yeah,
imagine like how scary that would actually
yeah.
be
Like we're
for
gonna kick everybody out.
not even that, but just like imagine like they just like like kind of like how they have like because we have like Native American like month in, well, maybe not
Actually, I
anymore,
don't even know.
but like you know how they
We
have
have
like,
Hispanic Heritage
yeah,
Month.
exactly. Like Asian Awareness Month or like
Yeah,
Black History Month and
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Imagine if we had like a whole month and like all like radio stations and shit that are just like purely just for Native Americans, and like I said, it's like
yeah,
an actual booming thing.
yeah.
That would like
Dude,
actually pose such a threat to like white
I
people.
was gonna say, you know what would be so crazy? I was literally just thinking, I was like, dude, what if we made a movie kind of like, this is gonna sound racist, but if we made like a Rise of the Planet of the Apes movie, but kind of like the Warriors almost, but it's just a bunch of like Native American gangs like tearing down Wall Street and like literally like making white people so scared that they move back to like Europe.
I've been thinking about
And like that movie would just get shut down.
dude,
They
I
would get banned. That movie would get
that's
banned.
what dude, seriously, I've literally been thinking about a movie like that thinking about writing a movie where like the like where while I'm writing it, I go downtown to like encounter like what's happening right now, and like not that I want to be the main character, but like depending on what happens, that actually happens to the main character
Yeah,
in the movie or whatever, and then because I don't want to make it just about that, I want to make it like I was thinking about making like a like almost like a ping pong player type of movie, but like a Mexican guy or like a native, like a brown guy that would like typically obviously right now be like profiled or whatever. Like he's trying to like do something. Like I was thinking like being a surfer or swimmer, so that he would have to go like to the beach downtown to like encounter shit. But then I was like, I don't know, because like Chicago also is on like nice 24/7, so you can't really do that.
yeah,
But that I don't know. I was just thinking of that and then going downtown, like it would be cool like when it's all finished being like, oh, this is actual footage used from like when we went downtown, and like they fucking they maced me in the face. They fucking got me. Dude, they're fucking assholes, bro. The ice people, did you see that there's this guy on a TikTok, I don't remember his name. I think he's like Repo the alligator something, but he's the guy that he's always dressed in like an alligator thing, and he's like singing. He'd be like, alligator ultras, and
I've
he'd be
never
like,
seen that.
uh uh
Oh, oh,
Trump is
oh.
on Epstein's list.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. I've
he'll
seen
like
that guy.
parody songs. He
Yeah.
was in front of Portland's just singing a song, and then, dude, it literally looked like when I saw it, it literally looked like I know in a lot of the headlines right now are like democracy is being taken away, or whatever. But when I saw that, bro, I was like, bro, democracy is like being silenced, because like he was singing a song, a parody, and just two guards come, they grab him, and he's like, hey, no, no, and then he's like not really resisting, but they say he does, and then you just take him, and you just see some doors open, and then he just goes in, and then no more singing, it's just silence, and
And
I'm just like,
the
oh
stream is just
shit.
like it keeps going, like with no
Yeah, yeah, he
person
he had to
performing.
rally. People were posting about it, and then he came out like with his lawyer, and they were like, "Oh yeah, like this is my. If you want to donate to me, I'm gonna fight the lawsuit and like blah blah all this shit. I don't have the money to donate, but if this hits anybody that has money to donate, donate to that dude. That dude is a fucking legend,
That dude
bro.
is a freaking legend.
But that was, dude. That looked like seriously a movie. Like if you can watch it or whatever when you have a chance, it
Yeah,
literally looks like a movie, like a movie scene, because it's just him against a tower. Like there's sniper guards in America. Let's keep this in mind. This is America, right?
yeah,
There's sniper guards. There's two guys with the AK-47s, and then there's just him in like a green alligator fucking jumpsuit, just like in a gruff ass voice. Like he's not very intimidating, but like
yeah.
just some like scrawny
If I
dude.
didn't know any better, he looks like a crackhead.
He does kind of look like a
Yeah,
crackhead. But anyway, he's on our side, man. So
he is on
he's
our
just
side. Not, yeah,
he's
because crackheads aren't bad people, guys. Why would you think that
nah,
was derogatory? I'm just saying
they're
he's a
just looking for the
person.
next bump,
He
you
just
know.
exactly. They're not bad people.
And he's just like, Trump is in Epstein's island. No.
Yeah, yeah.
And then like for real, like they just the doors open and you just see him go into the gates of hell, and then just they close again, and then the guards go back to post, and it's just like, oh
Oh shit!
shit, they got Gary.
Alligator Gary,
Not
no!
Gary, no.
Oh man, dude, it is getting crazy. Have you seen I have to tell you the Republicans group chat,
Oh,
the
what
government.
happened?
So there's like this group chat that got leaked of like these like young professional Republicans, and
Uh
I'm not
huh.
sure what their like jobs exactly are, but I know they're like politically like they're like political jobs.
Uh huh.
So I'm pretty sure I don't know what the aftermath is. I'm sure it's being silenced, like what actually happened to their jobs or
Yeah.
whatever. But
They just move him around like priests. I'm pretty
I'm
sure.
sure they, yeah, that's a perfectly analogy.
Like
They probably just moving around
they
like
probably make
priests.
him priest.
They
Actually,
probably, yeah, yeah, for a while before
you're
they come back.
now
You're now government funded kids are
you're
here.
now allowed 40 minutes of unsupervised time with
Little
40,
Johnny here.
50, 50. Is that cool with you kids?
50 minutes.
50 minutes, 50 kids. Is
You
that
guys
too
get
much time?
an extra. Is that too much time?
Is that too much time?
These guys are in high demand. All right. Okay, we listen to their demands.
We'll
But
protect
basically,
you. I mean, we got Senate, we got the House of we got everything locked down. Like,
which monastery are you looking to move to? We have one in Miami, New York, Portland. You only have to be gone for a couple months before the heat dies
you
off.
want to move around? We got that one mega church is fucking
The one in Texas.
the yeah the jet in our fucking driveway right now.
Yeah,
Where do you want to go?
you can just hitch a ride on his private jet.
We're about to head out in and out if you just want to get on the seat real quick.
Isn't that like 3 blocks away? Well, how else are we gonna get there?
It's just gonna be like a week of like the whole world, the whole United States economy's like revenue from the IRS for like a week, but like fuck it, you know.
Yeah,
Boys
just
will be
fucking.
boys. Guys can't go to the White House anymore.
Well, there's no free speech anymore, guys. But
Trump, yeah. And I just imagine like a bunch of like white guys like half drunk, kind of like Shane Gillis, like with the shirt half like hanging out, like yeah. And they're all shuffling like seven guys are shuffling outside of like the Oval Office. Like, yeah, Trump. They just get into the fucking jet and it goes in the plane and it's
it crosses the horizon and then it just fucking.
no. Because they'll fucking the conservatives will try to get you, bro. They'll try to be like, see, and he was advocating
For
for
violence.
No,
You
no.
wanted that.
My joke was gonna go like even the plane is like drunk, kind of like how like when
Oh,
you get in a
oh.
car, it's like
Yeah, and
ooh.
then it crashes.
Even no. Damn it! We need a Patreon, bro. I want to do something that like definitely.
Okay, the
can
plane's
never
not
get
drunk,
out.
but the pilot's drunk, so he's making it wobble,
Yeah.
and then he falls asleep.
No, no.
Uh,
The conservatives will like this one. The pilot's a black guy, so
and he crashes it
And
and,
wh-
kills all the Republicans, so
and the
he
Rep-
gets the blame.
and the Republican Party knows how that goes. So,
But also, the black guy was a decorated veteran.
so did you see that video of that? I think there's a guy who it happened around here. Is do you know a baseball like that or no?
Not really.
What's the team for Indiana? I don't care if you know.
There's
You're
a
gonna answer my question.
there's the the
Now-
Indiana doesn't have a. Oh no, they don't have.
Yeah,
Yeah, they don't have a
Brewers,
baseball
right?
team.
No,
No, the Indiana does not have a. In the entire state of Indiana, they don't have a baseball team.
who are the Brewers for?
Milwaukee.
Oh, okay, Milwaukee Brewers. There was a guy, I think he was from LA. There was a baseball game, and then he was like recording the crowd because I guess that the his team had scored or whatever,
Yeah.
and he was just recording. He's like, no one's saying anything, right? And there's just this lady in the back, and she's all like, oh, like you could, she's wearing the
The
colors
Brewers?
from the Brewers,
Yeah.
and you could see that she's mad, and she just goes, how about to her husband, "How about we call ICE?" But she says it loud, and the guy's recording, and he stops. He's like, "Oh, call ICE on me? I'm a veteran, baby girl. I'm a veteran. 2 world wars." Yeah, yeah, and
Dude, he was there at both World
no,
Wars.
I don't think he says world wars. No, but he went to two world tour. Wait,
Two
world.
world. He probably meant to say two
He
tours.
went to Afghanistan, I think.
Right.
I read like the thing later on or whatever,
Yeah.
and turns out that almost everybody that's like, involved in that video they got laid off. The lady
Yeah.
who said that, turns out that her job was at Make a Wish. Isn't that
Yeah.
crazy? Her job was at Make a Wish, and she told her husband that. And I think she's off the board. She was on the board. They kicked her out.
The board
The
of Make a
board and
Wish.
her husband. I'm like 90% sure because it said in the thing that I read that everyone involved and her
Yeah.
husband was right fucking next to her. Because there was like, if you look at the video, there's like 3 guys, main like besides her, that are like kind of snickering when she says it, and then he says, "Oh yeah, I'm a veteran, baby girl," and then like the guy next to the couple, he's like,
Oh.
he knows, he's like, "Damn, I can't be laughing at that." He's all, like everyone in the video knows. The more he talks, it gets worse and worse. And now the fact that the video is going on around or
Yeah.
whatever, you gotta watch, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta watch that video. But I mean that's a good thing though, because there are a lot of people that are like, oh, well, people shouldn't get their jobs taken away for saying things, and it's like, no, but those are real consequences. Like even the Charlie Kirk thing, like if people are making jokes about that, like that's your right to make jokes about it. But also, like if your job hears about it and they're like, we don't want you at our company because we don't want you
Yeah.
representing us, that's the company's right to fire you
Yeah, that
too.
is.
So I'm so confused why like people like say like, oh, people who were talking about Charlie Kirk should be fired, but then when these Republicans are talking about, I'll read the text in a minute, but they're like they shouldn't lose these jobs. Like even JD Vance on the interview, or not an interview, but he was talking about how the young Republicans, their racist and anti-Semitic jokes. He was talking about how like oh, like he was equating these people, these young Republicans, as like kids. He said the reality is that kids do stupid things, especially young boys. They tell edgy, offensive jokes. That's just what kids do, and these are not kids, guys. The youngest one is 24 years old, and the oldest is 35, and in between is there's a 31-year-old, 28, 29, 27. So like these are not kids. Like even the youngest ones are already out, have been out of college. If they went to, like, they would have been out of college for a couple of years at that point. Like these guys are already like into their lives. And I'll read the text, by the way. Some of the texts were, great, I love Hitler. Everyone that votes no is going to the gas chamber. I was gonna read like actual slurs. They actually said slurs. I forgot.
Jesus
What's it
Christ.
called? Can we fix the showers? Gas chambers don't fit the Hitler aesthetic. 14, 1488. So 1488. And then in parentheses he puts, that's a shorthand for Heil Hitler, by the
Oh
way.
yeah, that's it's so crazy, like the fact that like Nazi stuff is on the rise. Like you
Yeah.
can be on the lookout for that because I remember um at the beginning of Trump's term, I don't know if you remember, but there was this video that had been going around about this elderly couple who take this knife into the knife shop,
Yeah.
and they were like, "Do you guys do emblems? Do you guys do engravings of
Yeah.
emblems?" And he's like, "Yeah, let me take a look." And then she's like, "Yeah, I want it taken from this knife to this knife." And then she gives it to him, and then he takes it for a second, and then he just wraps everything up and he puts it there. He's like, "We don't do that." And she's like, "What?" And he's like, "We don't do that Nazi shit here." And then the other guy comes from the room because he notices that stuff is up, and
Yeah.
then her and the husband are kind of taken aback because the I'm gonna be honest, the 2 guys that the shop of the 2 guys that they walk
Yeah.
into, if I had just seen them, I would have been like, these
These
guys
guys are,
roll with
yeah.
the Proud Boys. But then no, they were like, "We don't do that Nazi shit here." And then they were like, "Oh shit!" And then they took off. Point of that being, now the fact that you like connected to
Yeah.
1488, I remember hearing that or seeing that on like a podcast or whatever, that that's apparently like a very prominent number.
Like people just put that on their usernames and to kind of know.
Yeah, it's like a code. It's, yeah,
Yeah.
it's like to send to each other. It's so disgusting the fact that people have codes now. I The only reason why I know this other code, do you know cheese pizza code?
I've heard, oh, is that the like CP?
Yeah. The only
Yeah.
reason I know about that is because Gideon. I watch a lot of Gideon's videos, and
Mm,
he goes after people like that on social
yeah.
media who are targeting like underage people,
Yeah.
and like the way that he does it, or he talks about how his team does it, is that they go to like Telegram or like group chats and stuff, and like you have to like be on the lookout for people who are like, oh, I love cheese pizza, like randomly, or like have it in their
I
like
hate cheese
bio.
pizza.
Dude, like here's the thing, like some people will.
Sorry, I was gonna say I meant I
Oh,
hate
you
both, but I generally just also just hate cheese pizza.
man, this is a really bad. You know what? I hate it too. Fuck, fuck.
We're gonna say
I used to.
it's okay without toppings.
Fuck. That is kind of a good joke though. Fuck. No,
It's
no,
okay
no.
without toppings.
But
No,
that,
no.
but going back to the text
Yeah, yeah.
messages, that's fucking, that's like, no way you should.
Reprehensible.
That's
No, no, no.
irreprehensible.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's the
irreprehensible.
correct way of using it though. Oh, I maybe
I'm
I
pretty
don't know.
sure it is. Point
Maybe.
is, no way. Not only someone like that, you can consider them like a good citizen,
Yeah, no.
but also to be in the fact that they're in a like a political position, because a political position, a lot of people like they love to like, at this point in time, we're kind of taking it like almost like reality TV, where it's just like these people are just being plucked out of like being big names and just
Yeah,
given like this position of power.
yeah,
And it's just like, no, if that guy is like in charge of something political, like most likely people in some way are going to be affected by his decisions. And if this
yeah,
guy is biased towards one group of people over the other, the decisions are not going to be biased that come out of this guy.
yeah,
The, a lot of this conservative stuff is like the way that they love to argue is so disgusting in my opinion, because it's just like, America should be a free speech, blah blah, like free speech was put in the Constitution. But as soon as that's like established, it's like, yeah, you should be allowed to say slurs, and I should,
yeah,
my viewpoint of looking at another group of people as inferior should be validated because of the First Amendment. And
yeah.
it's just like the First Amendment wasn't built for that.
No,
First Amendment was built so that people could speak freely without
from against our government.
against their government, because America, the United States, had literally come from Britain, who was restricting not only like their speech against the crown, against the royalty at the time, but
Yeah.
was literally restricting things like how much money and profit and tax and revenue and all that good schmeckle stuff that
All right, good
everybody always
schmeckle.
loves to talk about. But that's essentially what the fuck that they use to control everybody. And
Yeah,
whatever, man.
yeah,
It's just like it's talking to a wall,
yeah,
but like the wall can also make decisions,
yeah,
and you're just like, this wall's retarded. We got to get rid of this
yeah.
wall.
This is literally a wall.
It's literally a wall, man, and we will climb it.
His
Oh
his
baby,
his
oh, we'll
brain
climb the shit
brain
out
is
of
made
it.
of brick. You got brick for brain.
No, okay, if we're gonna speak freely, I really
Yeah,
just think that white people are just kind of like, this is gonna sound crazy, but on one hand, I kind of understand it on a certain level. This is what I understand. America really is leaving like their like old style viewings of America, where it's like, when you think of immigrant, the darkest shade you get is like to a really tan Italian guy.
yeah,
Like that's what their dreamy vision of America, of like,
yeah,
make America great again. That's what they really mean. They really
yeah,
want like everyone white, and everyone like, yeah, you speak another language, but fuck it, you're white, and like we're all gonna like get along. Like they don't like the fact that like even the halftime show where Bad Bunny is performing,
yeah,
they don't like the fact that their guys are not the number one people
yeah,
anymore, and the culture of America is shifting to the point where it's just like, not like this, man, this might have to go on Patreon, but like even the white people like when you say white like culture, whatever, like what even is that? And that's not to
yeah,
be like, what is, like there's nothing. No, it's
yeah.
more like, it, more and more you see, at least this is from my viewpoint, right?
Live, laugh, love.
I
That's up there.
I would just see it. I'll put it like this, right? Baseball is America's like
Pastime.
pastime,
Yeah.
and that's dying. And
Well, even then though, it's not a white thing
even then, it's being taken
anymore.
over by Latino guys.
Latino guys. That's the one thing
We
where we.
kind of
That's
got
the
it.
one thing we've like taken over
That's
and
my
like been
point.
the best at.
That's my point, basically. That like every other nationality or every other color, every other thing is taking over, and like their thing is like,
Yeah.
when they want American, they want pure American. What? And it's
Yeah.
like, and the fact for them is that that's never gonna happen again.
No.
It's never gonna happen where they look at their full roster and it's gonna be like,
All
all
white
white
guys.
guys,
Yeah.
and
No.
then maybe like maybe like,
Maybe a black guy because a white guy couldn't fill that position.
I was gonna say like maybe like
A mixed dude.
yeah, like a Portuguese, like a really like I was gonna
Oh,
say Italian again, but I was like,
yeah,
nah, it's too much Razzie.
a
Nah, that's
dark.
funny.
Like he's
Like
Greek.
yeah, like a
He's
Greek.
very
There
hairy,
you
but he's
go,
still
like a
white.
Greek guy. Yeah,
He's very hairy, but still white.
that's the most that they'll go. Yeah,
Yeah,
because like that's my take on it, right? Like maybe they really do like because that's I mean, hey, if we're gonna get into it, we're gonna get into it, man.
yeah,
Their
it's true.
their thing about like oh we were the first one like nothing about their rhetoric is like actually correct. Like they weren't the first ones here. There were people before them here.
Yeah, even before Christopher Columbus, that guy, the Vikings were here first, and they were like they traded for a little bit and then they left.
Yeah, they dipped.
Yeah,
What's it called? I mean, I said this like 20 minutes ago, but we had shit built here. Like the like
the biggest populated city in the world.
people love to be like, oh, like the boats weren't even built yet. You guys weren't even trading with the rest of the world. But it's just like, do you realize that people came here because it was a paradise? Like
Yeah,
we had
we don't want
amazing.
to leave.
Yeah, why the fuck would we have want to leave, bro? We had amazing food, and I'm not even saying that like tacos and fucking burritos. And shit. No, like they took like our shit because it was amazing.
Yeah,
They took like tomatoes, they took avocados. They literally
potatoes.
they called it like the God's food or something
Yeah,
because like they couldn't believe how good it was. They took potatoes. They took like all this shit that was just uh uh um now we're in 2025 and it's just like oh Italian guys and I mean Italian food and we're looking at lasagna and pasta and look at those mix with those potato shit
yeah,
and fucking chipotle and avocado and all that shit is so good and it's just like yeah like you guys wouldn't have none of that
yeah.
unless came over here.
You
We
guys wouldn't
had
even
that
know
shit
about that
first.
shit,
We
and
we
we were not planning on sharing. Is
we
the crazy part.
that's the
You guys had to
thing,
take
bro.
that from us.
Well, that's the thing that kind of makes me sad. Like the world as we know it, like low key, if you're like, I want to see I want to see like the highest level that like African society can get to. You can go to like really well established like countries in Africa and stuff, right? If you're
Yeah,
like, I want to go to like the most well established like Asian countries, like you can go to like Japan, China, that have
yeah,
places that'll blow your mind. But like, if you were to say like, damn, I really wanted to see like the highest level that like Native American, because that's such a big group. Like, if you really
yeah,
look at the mass of America, and you were like, bring back like let's just say everywhere was populated with the same amount of Native American, that'd be such a big group of people that you're like, damn, like they just they're like we're not going to be able to see their potential in any way, shape, or form.
yeah.
Like that's crazy. I don't know. It's
Yeah, because
crazy
we're
to me.
we never united as one nation. At least modernly, like we never united as a modern nation
Yeah, like
because all the borders got put between us.
exact, bro. That's what I'm saying. Imagine like if all of America, like Native Americans, Inuits, Mexicans, like
Came
going
under
down
one
the line,
flag.
Ecuadorians, Venezuelans, Colombians, even fuck it, we like mesh into like Brazil and shit and Portugal.
Yeah,
Imagine if just this whole
there's
whole
those
whole
countries are so mixed though. It's like you can't. I mean, like, they're not even white anymore, right? Like even people who are white, they're like not even white anymore.
the only ones that I see like not joining are like Argentina.
Well, that's because those people are actually still like 90%
They're
white.
Nazis, bro. They're
Yeah,
Nazis. Like they're
but yeah, what's it called? Like I kind of wanted to write a joke about this. How like we only have 1 minute left, by the way. But like how like we have this like we still have this distorted view of like what makes somebody black when it's like, bro, this guy's like 50% white, and even like most black people in America already have 15 to 20% white in them already. So all it takes is like your mom to be white, and you are 75% white and 25% black. People still view you as black. Isn't that crazy? Like you're more white than you are black, and you're still a black guy to everybody, which is like that's insane. Also, like Mexicans, we're 50% white, dude. We're like one white person away from
I
being.
hate that, bro. I hate
Isn't
that.
that crazy,
I hate
dude?
that,
I am
bro.
50. I'm 50% white. I'm more white than
Being Trump.
I don't know. I'm trying to think well, what's like a group that they like view as like part of them that like, but that we're
um,
actually that's they're not even 50% white of.
well, that's what they say, right? That
Yeah,
the leader, whatever the prop, whatever. There was a group
the
that was
Proud Boys
created,
leader. Oh
and
yeah,
he
he's
was like
Puerto Rican.
He was Latino.
Yeah, the Proud Boys leader. He's 100% Puerto Rican, and yeah, people were saying like, bro, like
Think you could pass for Puerto Rican? I think you could pass for Puerto Rican.
me?
Yeah,
Why?
I don't know.
No,
Just
but I'm saying for what reason? Like, why would I need to?
I'm just thinking out loud, man.
Oh,
I don't know,
It's just so
just like
random.
just
It's
you could
like,
pass.
yeah, you know Derek Jeter. Yeah, you look like Derek Jeter.
I feel like I could pass for Indian.
I think so.
I feel.
Well, I don't think you could pass for. I think you could pass for a mixed Indian. I don't think like 100% Indian.
Is it bad if sometimes I feel like going to India and like
Seeing if they accept you.
yeah, I want to go to India and like not say anything and see like how like
Yeah,
if they'll
I think maybe you would look like like someone from an adjacent country, maybe,
oh they'll think I'm like Pakistani and like
or
they'll
like
hate me off
or
the
like
bat.
Bangladesh or Nepal.
Oh shit! And then I just start speaking Spanish, and then they're like, "Oh, okay, he's fine."
Oh, okay,
You you,
he's.
you think I've never really thought of that. What do like other brown people opinions have of other brown people?
I don't know. You know what I've always thought of? Oh, besides that, like when you go to other countries, like do people even because we're brown, but obviously we're mostly American. Like I wouldn't like. I feel like our culture is more American than it is Mexican.
What do you mean? Like, finish your question.
Like basically, like if we were to, because you know you always see in Japan
Because
or
all you said was when we go to other countries, like we're brown, and that's how you
yeah.
finished.
Sorry. No, yeah,
Like,
you're right.
okay.
I forgot to tell you the rest of my thoughts,
Yeah.
and I just assumed
You just said a fact, and you looked at me and
like right.
yeah,
I made a statement.
yeah, you made a
I
statement.
made a statement that's just yes, that is true.
Fucked up the pod, man.
My bad.
People clicked off because
I
of
don't
that.
know how
Man.
to podcast. But you know how like when you go to Japan, people are like, "Oh my god, this guy's an American. This guy's an American." Like,
Yeah.
it's either a white guy or a black guy.
Well, they say a lot of it has to do with your mannerisms and the way you dress.
Exactly, but I'm saying like if we were to go to like Japan, where people see us as Americans first, or would they see us as like oh what country are you from? We're like oh America, like oh well what country are you from?
Mm,
Like do you think that I mean because I've never been to Japan, but I feel like if for that to happen, it would have to be like a country like a non-Western country, you know, like in a non-Western
no,
country, would
I
you
get
be
what you're
seen as
saying. I get what
different?
you're saying. But I feel like they also get enough. Like I've seen vlogs of like to Japan, and there's this one guy who I watch, who he's a Mexican guy who he goes to like a bunch of different countries and he learns their language and he surprises like um citizens from that country
Yeah.
using their native language. So he went to Japan and he was like Mexico, you're from Mexico, and they would always be like, oh Mexico, and what's it
Yeah,
called like.
dude, Mexican. I mean, Japanese people love Mexico,
No,
dude.
no, dude. Here's a crazy thing that is gonna blow people in the United States' mind. You go to almost any other country and you
Yeah.
say you're Mexican, they're like, "Whoa,
Oh
dude,
yeah,
that's awesome! Yo,
yeah,
you're Mexican."
yeah,
Like it's like a good thing, and
yeah,
like United States is one of the only ones, only probably because of like the whole thing of immigration or whatever. But like,
yeah.
if you just looked at it like on paper, right? If you were like United States and Mexico, what's the probability of them getting along? And it's like predominantly Catholic, has a monogamous family system,
Yeah.
very concentrated in like what's it called, like family values, uh
I,
both love coke.
I have a bit about that.
What?
I have a bit. It's like man, don't you guys think that this country would be a lot better if there wasn't just this one group of people that's stopping us from American prosperity? You know what I'm talking about? The trucker hats. You know, with the you know they love Jesus but they hate their wives. You know, and
Oh
I can't
shit.
prove it, but I'm pretty sure they all hate black people. Look, I'll just say it. I think we should get rid of all the Mexicans.
What the fuck? What that was just a roundabout way to say fuck me, man. What
Yeah.
the fuck? What? I
No.
was on board.
No, that's what I'm
I was
saying.
happy.
But that's what I'm saying though. That
And then the joke
the joke
disturbed me.
the joke
The
is
joke insulted me.
it's to point out like all those people who hate Mexicans are exactly like Mexicans in every way. Like, bro, you guys wear the trucker hats. You guys work blue collar jobs. You guys like are ultra religious, and like you guys hate gay people. The racism, you guys shouldn't do that. But like,
yeah, no, it's fucked.
I mean, you shouldn't hate gay people either. But
It's fucked up too.
but I'm saying like they have like equal values across the board.
No, literally,
Like
like
why like out of all the people to kick out, like why would you kick out Mexicans?
you're kicking out like
Those are the people who, if you guys made them citizens, you guys know what Trump would win every time.
you guys also know like you're kicking out the people who's the worst stereotype about them is that they work really hard.
I know.
like that's like the one thing about it. It's like man, it's fucking.
It's like, oh yeah, we're taking all your jobs. Maybe
Because
stop hiring us.
no, because they work so good that our workforce is literally threatened because they're so good at work. Like
Yeah,
that's literally the knock on us. Like
yeah.
they just work too hard. Like that's
God
literally
damn it!
fuck, man. These guys work like they're such good workers. Like we gotta get them the fuck out of here.
We gotta
That's
get
literally
yeah,
the fucking thinking they're on.
yeah,
Like I'm not even trying to. I'm not trying to promote brown on brown hate, but like I've seen vlogs of like you go to other countries and
yeah,
there's like there's like whole channels on like
yeah,
Instagram and stuff of like they'll be like pocket thief,
yeah,
and there'll be like people who just like they go into trains and stuff and they'll like
yeah,
go in your pockets when you're not
yeah,
looking and people are just like pocket thief and try to make sure that the police catch them and stuff.
yeah,
Like imagine if that was next to the United States.
yeah.
Imagine like
Oh yeah, in Europe, that's like we
that's
need
like
to get rid of immigration because they keep robbing people.
and here's like man they keep helping us build our houses. We gotta get them the fuck out of here, man.
Industrials at its highest maximum capacity. What the hell are we doing,
We
guys?
can literally
Get them out of here.
we can literally pay them half as much. This is outrageous. This
Yeah.
is bullshit.
That was another bit I had wrote. Like, bro, like you guys realize that the best way to get rid of us is to stop hiring us. Like,
Literally.
how is it our fault that you guys are cheaper than you are racist?
What will we? Yeah, bro. Like at this point, it's just we're just on unapologetically Mexican. Like
Yeah,
that's gonna be the name
unapologetically Mexican.
of one of our first albums.
Yeah, it is. Oh man, it is so stupid. But like, and you always hear the art like people. This is like another like fear mongering thing that Trump like. I'm sure
Yeah, we're
him
rapists.
and his no him and his
That was one time.
no, I'm saying that I'm sure him and his team like made this
Nah, we
kind
don't
of
like rape. We
line.
don't like rape.
Yes, we have to clarify.
Yeah, we have to clarify.
But like I hear a lot of like these MAGA people say oh that the people on the left want immigration so they can come and vote because they can't get voters from the regular Americans. And it's like one, illegal immigrants can't vote.
Stupid.
Yeah, that's impossible.
Yeah.
But if they were able to vote, they wouldn't vote Democrat, dude. You're gonna tell me that all these Mexicans would vote for the Democrats? If you guys made them citizens, I think Republicans would win like 8 out of 10 times.
It sucks. Okay, I don't understand.
Mexicans are Republicans.
I don't understand.
Ideologically.
Yeah, ideologically, yeah, they are very similar to Republicans. But at the same time, even the people that are Republicans, 90% of the time, I feel like a lot of people who are Republican just truly don't even understand that the party that they're on 90% of the time doesn't even give a fuck about them.
No, it's the
The-
rich party, really.
Exactly. The Republican Party, unless you have a business, unless you're in the top, I would say like 25%,
Yeah,
unless you are like have access and connections to some of the wealthiest people in this country at this moment, you're not like the person that the Republican Party is like watching out for. So the fact
no,
that all these people are like vote red till I die, and then they have like a crappy truck and they live in a trailer house,
living off Medicare.
and they don't
Yeah,
they're blaming like brown and black people because they're not leveling up. It's
yeah,
like no, because you keep propping up the party that's making
yeah,
sure that you stay poor to keep voting for them so that they keep getting richer and make sure that you don't get the education to realize that they're screwing you
yeah,
out of the money that you are saying that the brown and black people are getting when in reality, well, I'll just speak for the brown people. The brown people are literally adding, like if you wanted to talk about legal immigration,
yeah,
they can just add to the economy. They can only
yeah,
pay taxes but they don't get any benefits.
yeah.
So what
They
does that
can't-
mean?
Yeah,
That literally
that's a
means
great point.
that literally means that they give money. So let's just say they make $1,000. They're gonna pay taxes on that. However, let's just say 20%, $200 or whatever. They're gonna pay $200. But guess what? That $200, they're never gonna see any upside from it. That means they're never gonna
Even
be
when they
able to go to
retire.
a hospital and get they're never going to be able to see treatment from that 200 from those taxes. They're never going to be able to receive tax benefits at the end of the year. They're never going to receive none of that. All they're
Yeah,
going to be able to do is just give their 20% into like the economy of the United States, and that's it. They're never going to
yeah.
see any upside. But then somehow the Republican Party turns that into, oh no, they're just coming over here and they're messing up our politics
they're
and
leeching
everything,
off our taxpayer money.
and it's BS. If anything, we're supporting it. Like we're literally the most supportive of it in just the
Yeah,
if you're literally looking in terms of like relationship, in terms of like ratio of what you get versus
yeah,
what you're giving, it's literally 100% upside for Republican
yeah.
United States,
For
the economy,
Americans.
for whatever you want to put. It's
Yeah,
literally on the upside for America and on the downside for the illegal
yeah.
immigrants.
You know what's a crazy stat that I've never actually heard is I always hear like, oh, the illegal immigrants, they're what's it called, we gotta stop keep we gotta stop giving them money, like we're giving them benefits and they're like living off welfare and stuff. I have never once heard like how much money we've taken, because i'm I'm not gonna say like we've never given any money, because I think we gave
Yeah.
Venezuelans money when they came as
Okay, dude,
refugees,
that's
right?
another. If we're gonna get in conspiracy theory time, we're gonna get into conspiracy theory time.
Well, I'm not saying conspiracy theory. I'm just saying like, because I always hear that and I always think like, well, Mexicans never get money, but also like they that includes all immigrants, right? I can't just talk about Mexicans, but at the same time, I've never once heard how much money we've given to them, to the illegal immigrants that have come. So that makes me think like it's not a lot.
It's not a lot. No way, it's
There's
a
no
lot.
otherwise I'd be hearing hundreds of billions. All like that would be like a thing people would bring up all the time.
It's not a lot because on the side of the United States, not like there's no like bills or anything that's like supportive of illegal immigrants receiving the aid.
Yeah,
That's one, and then two, illegal immigrants. Like I'm not gonna say if I know a couple or don't, but like they're not the type of people that are gonna want to go to the hospital or get officials looking at stuff because they don't want people like looking into their paperwork or stuff.
yeah,
So a
no,
lot of the times, even if these people are like the most hurt, they'll do everything to avoid the hospital and having
yeah.
like official people look at their shit because they're like
Because
they're gonna
they
get me in
get
trouble.
that's the thing though, even if they don't get in trouble like in sanctuary cities like Chicago,
Yeah,
if they don't have healthcare and they get taken to the hospital, they get billed. Like the
yeah,
IRS doesn't care, that like they're not worried about you getting deported. They're like, I just want my money. And
exactly,
they're gonna make
bro.
sure they get their money before they you get deported.
All right, you want my conspiracy
Yeah,
time?
yeah, go ahead.
Okay, dude, this was all manufactured. So there's a really smart guy. Ah, fuck, I forgot his name, but I'm pretty sure he was into stocks and all that, and
Yeah.
he's also like a. Nah, I'm not gonna say too much because in case I'm just bluffing or whatever. But he's a guy that makes videos on YouTube and he talks about the economy and he was talking about how uh, uh, he was talking about the Mexican and United States relationship and how that's how we're like the most in modern times we're like one of the best examples of seeing how immigration has always been used as like a way to like unify people but in a bad way
Yeah.
towards immigrants because the way that it's used is scarcity. So in any time it's either been food resources or money or I mean, like space and all that goes into
Yeah.
resources or whatever. But point is, immigration has always been used in terms of scarcity, and so the government will say like, "Oh, we're running low on this, on food, on water resources. We have to worry about our people first." And the first way to do that is by demonizing the immigrants, so that way everyone will not pay attention to like the underhanded things that the top government officials are doing to keep a lot of that money for themselves, and they'll just make it an issue of like, oh, look at these people taking even a little bit of the crumbs of what we have.
Yeah.
They're the problem. They're the reason why you don't have money. And he
Yeah.
was saying how we're a perfect example of this. And then I was thinking of that, and I was like, you know what? It is really weird because you know how Trump gave
Argentina.
Argentina that 20 billion or whatever.
Yeah.
It was really weird because you're like, one, obviously, why the fuck is he bailing out another country?
That's what I said, dude.
But okay, remember when Vin because people love to put the Mexican like the label Mexican as for a lot of the legal immigration. But
Yeah.
if you look right before Trump's term, a lot of the immigrants that were coming in were not Mexican; they were Venezuelan. The
Yeah.
reason why was because Trump and the president of Venezuela had made a deal where a lot of the Venezuelans coming here were getting money and they were getting like a stimulus almost like
Yeah, they
for
were.
every week. Why is that fucking crazy? Because Mexicans who have been living here since forever, who have been illegal immigrants since forever, have never received a stimulus. They never received any help from the United States government. So the Venezuelans were coming here within a span of like 2 years. It was crazy. You
Yeah.
remember when they were taking them from like from
Texas,
Texas
yeah.
to
Dude,
Chicago,
they
and they were like,
forced them. They forced them upon us.
exactly. It's a perfect example of why did Trump make that deal with Venezuela because he
Yeah.
wanted a lot of immigrants to come so that
To
he could make it a problem of
yeah.
oh it's United States versus immigrants. But who let them in the first place? It was Trump. The only reason why he let them through is because he knew it would be he knew that not to make it on Venezuelans or whatever, but with the MS-13 shit and whatever, he knew that he could like popularize it enough so that it would be like, see, these guys are horrible. And then
Yeah.
fast forward to right now, 2025. Where's the mention of all the fact that a lot of those immigrants between like 2020, I want to say it was like 2020.
It was during the pandemic. I'm
It
pretty
was like
sure.
it was right when stuff was getting better. So it was
Yeah,
like
it was probably
2023,
during Joe
2024 ish.
Biden.
Yeah, around there. No, no, because no, it was Trump. No, Trump had made the. I'm like 90% sure it was Trump who had made the deal with
He probably made the deal,
Venezuela.
but the Venezuelans when they started coming to Chicago, that was during Biden.
Still, Trump,
Yeah.
because Trump
No,
was
no.
before Biden.
Right. No, no. I'm not saying it wasn't Trump. I'm just saying like right when they started getting moved around
Yeah, yeah,
is
yeah. It
when
was it
it
was
was
with
like
Biden. Yeah,
Biden
because
and
so many cities had been having enough of it. But that's the
yeah,
other thing. Why did they let so many people come through? It was
yeah.
literally
It
crazy.
was a lot.
It was fucking
It
like
was too much, and we weren't prepared. Like, what's it called? Chicago. I remember J.B. Pritzker, the governor, and even the mayor. I forgot. I don't know if it was it the same mayor? I think it was a different mayor at the time. I think it was
Lori
Lori Lightfoot.
Lightfoot.
Yeah, but they were like saying like Texas, do not send them. We don't have the resources for
Yeah,
them.
no,
We don't have the resources. I remember they said it multiple times on the news, like trying to like they couldn't email anybody over there because they were like on the news saying we can't take them. And then when they sent them over, they're like, okay, we'll take care of them, but we need like $500 million to to be able to take care of them because otherwise it's coming out of our budget. And they ghosted them again.
bro.
We didn't get any money.
And then it's also crazy when you go into like the because right now we're talking about like very geopolitical, but then you
Yeah,
go into like the more of like the chisme between the Latinos and
yeah,
shit, and it's just like Venezuelans have been predominantly known in the like the Latino world as being like the richer Latinos. So they came over here, right, with
the country.
the country, because Venezuela has a ton of natural resources.
Yeah,
Like think of them almost like the equivalent of like Iran and Iraq in terms of oil
yeah,
for the
yeah,
Latino world. Like they
yeah,
don't really have to do much because then the land that they're on provides so much for them.
yeah,
So a lot of the times they just have to sell like oil and shit. I think that's one of their main
yeah,
things too. So they've always had money, right? So they came over here and they were getting a stimulus from what's it called, from the government, and it was like that rubbed a lot of Mexicans the wrong way because it was like, bro, we have been, not only like was our land taken from us, let's be fucking honest, but
yeah,
we had been here since forever, and these people who were coming here not only were like getting so much money that not only was it pissing Mexicans off, but it was also, obviously, imagine you're some redneck guy who has a crappy truck, who has like
yeah.
8 kids, who can't afford shit, and then you just see fucking Venezuelans like
Getting stimulus
getting
checks.
stimulus check, buying fucking cars, all this shit, and then here's the thing that I'll say for both sides, right? In terms of just Latinos in the United States, I don't support because Trump made the official language English, which I always thought it was cool that the United States never had an official language because it was always like immigrants are welcome or whatever, right? We all knew subconsciously that English was like it is the
It's
predominant language.
predominant, but it
It
wasn't like the documents aren't. They
exactly.
were provided in all languages.
So I'll say this for the side of the Mexicans on against, to play devil's advocate. I do get kind of mad when there's like people who have been here who are like, I came here from Mexico to make a life here, but then you never learn English.
Yeah,
It's like I
immigrants all over the world learn the language of the
exactly,
country.
immigrants all over the world from other places. Not only are you next to United States, which means that there's ample opportunity to practice English, but it's like
Well, I think it's more so like once you get here, you should be learning because over there the education system's
but that's the
probably
thing. You
terrible.
go to India, and a lot of these places amaze me when you look at like vlogs and stuff, because they just practice because they know if there's ever a chance
TV.
to
Yeah,
communicate with like with like a United States person, or like the English world in general,
yeah,
the money and the opportunities there are way better.
yeah,
So if you're coming over here to make a better opportunity, why are you not learning the language? Like
yeah,
that is, I will give it to like a lot of the people here that are like, okay, I don't like it when you're speaking to like your family members and they're like, we speak English here. Like fuck you, shut the fuck up. I'm speaking to them like my
yeah,
family. Like they're no, but like when it's like when you're like when you're offering like a trade, right? If you're like a mechanic or something, and you have your shop open, but then you can't communicate
your
with
customers.
your customers like accurately, that is a problem. And I
Yeah,
do see the side of like, come on, guy, I'm coming to here like expecting like a service, or like to be, like
yeah.
to be serviced,
But
to
I
be
mean,
serviced like
also, if you're a true American, you can be like, I don't have to speak English in my shop.
that's true. That's true.
You know what I mean? So it's like
Exactly.
they have the right to. because I remember I was on Truth Social and
Oh
this
shit.
guy was like talking about we were talking about that same thing about how English is like the official language, and I was telling him I would like comment like actually no it's not. Like we don't have an official language, and that's why this country's awesome. And this guy was like, he like went on this whole like paragraph rant, but like somewhere in between, he's like, I hate when I go to a Mexican restaurant and I can't even speak any like order anything because they only speak Spanish, they don't speak English. And then he kept going on for another paragraph, and I just thought I like how he threw that in there, like he loves Mexican food and he hates Mexicans because he can't order Mexican food.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it's
Like,
just like man,
I want my enchilada.
I just don't know how to say it. They don't
Oh,
understand me. Yeah, I just really like to think that that guy's racist because he really likes Mexican food secretly.
my white lips refuse to make that enya noise.
The what noise?
Enya? Do you notice
Yeah,
that?
he's an actual
Enya.
Democrat right here, guys. Look
I'm
at
an
this
actual
liberal. You just said
Democrat.
the Enye.
Dude, what happened to Democrats, bro? What happened? Here's another take of mine.
Okay.
this is the my
The
this is
Lemmy
the
Dink podcast
this is Let
full
Me
of
Think
crazy
podcast.
takes.
Either we need to form another party or we need to get some things straight with the Democratic Party.
Well, yeah,
Because
we're just pulling away from each other.
here's the thing. Here's where I believe conservatives have over on us. They're way more unified in the fact that when you ask them like their ideals, right?
Yeah.
They're way more in line versus where I think a lot of Democratic people, the only reason why they're in the Democratic Party is because they're more times out of not they don't agree with the conservatives. So like let's just say me, right? Like oh man, this podcast might get testy, but like I I'm a Democrat. I am supportive of like immigration and shit, like of doing it the right way, obviously. Um, uh, but I'm also supportive of like LGBTQ, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I wouldn't say that like I would want like a gender studies something class like offered at any point before like high school.
Yeah.
I would say that I am on that side, which may
Yeah.
sound like very conservative to some people, but it sucks because at the same time I would still rather be Democrat, and
Yeah.
so a lot of people are like in the Democratic Party, and a lot of so being in that party, I feel like it's a lot of times where it's like as soon as one person comes out and says something maybe worse than what I said, it'll be taken as like, oh wow, you're against the Democratic
Yeah.
Party because we all stand for this, and it's just like I'm sorry, but I really feel that a lot of people in the Democratic Party don't feel the same way as others, and that's the thing. Like the Republicans, it sucks because they seem much more unified. Because even though a lot of their speech is like hate based, they're at
Yeah.
least all on the same side of the hate. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So like,
Yeah.
since we're not on like let's just say right, let's just say like abortion comes up, it divides the fuck out of Democrats.
Yeah.
Where at least for conservatives, it's like no pro
No abortion
exactly
whatsoever, no exceptions. Even
exactly.
if your uncle raped you, you should have the kid. It's like
Well,
everybody's
holy
like that.
shit! But yes,
I swear to God.
exactly.
No, I
Oh,
swear. Oh, it's turned off.
all right. You said
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, there
that's
are
a
that's an
okay.
actual like argument that Democrats would like bring up, like, okay, like you because like they'll say like no exceptions, no abortions at all. So people are like, okay, well, what about the very small percentage where like you people get raped and
Yeah,
like what would you say then? And like literally like most times people are like, well, that's unfortunate, but I don't think abortion should be. Every life is
that's
precious, and it's
crazy.
like, no, dude,
That's
that's like
crazy. That's ruining
you're
the
ruining the
yeah.
parent's life, that mom's life, that whoever woman, she's one a victim, but two, like she's her life is paused now or like just derailed because she has to have a child.
And then also that baby is half DNA of the person who assaulted her. Like
Yeah,
that's always gonna be a reminder
yeah,
to her.
yeah. That's not gonna stick around. Like
Like
obviously, that guy's gonna be.
no, not even just that. Like you're reminded every day you're taking care of
Yeah,
something that looks like the person who like
yeah.
probably did the
Well,
worst thing ever to
yeah,
you.
that is crazy.
That like holy fuck,
It
like
is, yeah,
that kid
insane.
did not come from love. Like not in a mean
No,
way, but
literally.
that's just and that's what I mean. That's what I mean where we either have to create a new party or we just like them
I
like
think it's not even a party. I think the party system is what's messed up. But the thing is,
a lot of
people are too dumb to realize, well, I need a team. Like no, there is no team. It's like you should just follow your views, and that's how it should go. But people are too dumb. They need a team. They're like, I want a team. I need which one do I belong to? It's like freaking Harry Potter. It's like, no, I need to belong in Slytherin, Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, or Ravenclaw. I need one. Tell me which one I am. But Yeah, it's like because you're right. Like everybody on Democrats' views, it's like you either view all of our agree with all of our stuff or you agree with all of this
Yeah,
stuff. But
exactly.
like I remember seeing an Instagram comment saying like it was like a like oh Republicans and lefties like say one thing nice about the other party that you actually enjoy. And there was this super hard like MAGA Republican, and he's like, I'm not. I'm a super hard Republican, but one thing I will say is that I'm an outdoorsman and I love hunting, and I like that the left, like the people on the left, advocate for like the climate change and like preserving land
Oh,
because
wow.
like I like the land, and I'm like, do you isn't that crazy that like his passion for like outdoors, like he can't even vote for that because all of his other views are like aligned with everything
That's what
else,
I'm
even though like
saying.
if the climate was destroyed, I'm sure he probably would be so depressed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like very annoying that like to, and it's like the rich people on both sides have made these two party systems to like divide the everybody down the middle
That's another thing,
to
true.
vote for rich people either way almost. It's
I mean,
crazy.
I'm not gonna say the organization that funds a lot of these people because as soon as they do this will be shadow banned, but both sides are supported or largely endorsed by a large organization that probably is like you're saying playing both sides.
Yeah. Which is
You're gonna bleep a lot of stuff, man.
am I?
Dink. You're
APAC.
gonna bleep that shit, bro.
I'm not gonna bleep that.
You have to,
I'm not
bro.
gonna bleep
We're
that.
actually gonna
Why?
get shadow banned. I'm not even kidding. We're gonna get zero
At
views
the,
on this.
at the end of the video?
I swear to God. Actually, like, shadow bans, like, they own everything, bro.
Yeah.
You actually have to take this out. We're not gonna
Okay,
give
okay,
you
okay.
like genuinely, which is great. I do. Okay, since you're
I'm
gonna
sure you guys know who
since
we're talking
since we're
about.
taking this out, I don't know if
We're not
this is
taking it. We'll
gonna
just bleep
stay
it out.
okay.
We can still talk about it, but not because you're right. The mentioning the word probably will like get triggered in the
No, no,
algorithm.
seriously, seriously.
Yeah,
Like
I believe you.
there's like
I remember like
they own everything, bro.
COVID and
It's not
stuff
even
would
a
get
joke. It's really
yeah,
not even a joke.
like
Like it's
COVID would get like if you said COVID in your video, like
if you say
the algorithm would pick it up and like it wouldn't get pushed out.
yeah, if you say
Yeah,
you have to say fuck.
cubes,
No, you have to say something water. Frozen water. You have to say frozen water.
frozen
Because
water.
if you say it gets immediately like
Do
tagged.
I gotta bleep ding?
Probably.
All right,
Yeah, I believe a lot, bro.
all right.
It's not a lot, a lot.
No, it's just a, yeah. It's all. I mean, this is the only thing we've had to bleep.
Nah, you have to be our high school too,
No, we're not bleeping that out,
dude.
bro.
You
That's
can't
not.
leave that in.
Yeah, we're leaving that in. Why?
What?
Why we gotta bleep out Lane Tech?
I have good memories of the high school,
I have good memories of the high school too. It
and
doesn't
you
mean
just
that
want to tear it down.
I don't want to tear
That's
it
what these
down. I
Mexicans
want to
do. They
hold the
come
people
here and they think
accountable.
they can just make these
All
wishy-washy
like look, listen.
politics.
All I could do is contribute to the high school. I can't take anything
You
away.
come on down to Chicago, you see how we'll treat you. You come down to Milwaukee. Come down to a Brewers game.
Come down to
Come down to a Brewers game.
we'll be waiting.
See who we call.
All right, ready, boys.
Dude, I
He's
can't.
coming.
I low key. Hopefully this makes it in, but with everything that we're seeing with towards brown people in America, it's kind of like weird that like there hasn't been like a boycott started. Like if you really look at the buying power that Latinos have, I think it's like
Yeah,
4.3 trillion. So
yeah.
if only like we united to like
I think
actually create a boycott against every company so that not only that do we keep the money within our own community, but we make sure that other people don't prosper off of us, especially right now that we're most likely. I mean, we're
yeah,
going to go into recession, so if the Latino community were to go into some sort of boycott, I mean, they do say sell high buy low. So like as soon as America were to come out of
yeah,
this recession, for the Latino community to have a stepping stone
yeah,
and to start building way more infrastructure so that we can actually have not only like positions of political like power,
yeah.
but like also genuinely like if you're gonna mess with this whole race of people, okay, then we're just not gonna what's it called, promote to the economy.
Yeah.
That I mean, if only Latinos were to do that. If only we came together and started a
I
boycott.
I think what people don't realize is I
If
feel like
only.
a lot of Mexicans actually don't know where they stand, even in the midst of this ice
That's
thing.
what pisses me
That's
off,
crazy.
bro. I hate for real. If you're brown, I'll just speak for Mexicans, bro. If
Yeah,
you're Mexican and you're on the side of the fucking
But not even
Frozen
that.
water?
If you're even on just like I don't know how to feel about this, like no, bro, you
You're a
should
dumbass.
not be. And so you should already. It's not that even you shouldn't be confused. They're coming after us.
Yeah, they're like literally. It's the because here's the thing. It's already been established in LA that you can't go after people based on like a racial profile.
Yeah,
But then you could look into any other place in the country where they're doing raids, and it's
they're
just like
just walking up to people. There's tons of videos of people literally walking up to people like, "Let me see your papers."
and here's the thing. It pisses me off the most. It's only Hispanics where it's
Yeah,
like if you really
yeah.
if we're gonna look at this actually
It's like
like
as an immigration problem.
not even an immigration problem. If you look at fucking just like a map of the world and you're like, huh, the United States is next to South America. Huh. Wait, there's a whole sea between the United States and every other country in the world. Huh. So it's kind of weird that we're going after the brown people who are right next to this country who most likely have way more ties here than white people, black people, Asian people, Middle Eastern people,
Who like took
Mediterranean
way
people,
longer. They had
who
to have immigrated for
who
sure.
had to have come here from another country because their country is nowhere near
Yeah,
America.
yeah.
But no, let's not check those people. Let's
Those
check
guys had to have come on a plane.
those people had to have come from another country. Oh no,
Yeah,
let's not check those
no.
people. Let's check the
I
people who actually look like the Native Americans who actually are from this
I
country.
have seen the like the post where it's like, oh, if coming like bringing the National Guard
Dink.
like frozen water to Chicago is like actually about like immigration. How come we haven't seen any frozen water sightings in like Chinatown and
Exactly.
Ukrainian village and
Exactly.
like all these other like Middle Eastern places even it's like you never see them there.
It honestly, I think it's because I don't know if you've seen the statistic, but there was one going around even before Trump, where it was like by 2040 or something like that, 2060, like more than like 50% of the United States population was gonna be, they were gonna identify as Hispanic or Latino,
Yeah.
and it's just like I said earlier, like I just think it's just like the white conservative people who are just like, oh no, they're coming here and they're taking over the culture when it's just like I mean, don't get mad that like our culture's so awesome, you know?
Yeah.
That like people like you that like essentially when we come into contact with other groups of
Yeah.
people that they end up wanting to fuck us and be Latino as
Dude, I think people forget
well.
like besides
Basically, everybody wants to fuck us.
yeah, besides American culture, Mexican culture is worldwide too.
Yeah,
People,
literally,
yeah,
bro.
Mexican culture is just as worldwide
We hit
as American.
top 10 economies in the world. We
Yeah,
have what's it called? I mean, it sucks because of the publicity Mexico is getting right now, but it also sucks that people don't see Mexico for what it is. Where it's
yeah.
just like Mexico, even when people are like Mexico, it's like it's actually Mexico, and
The X is supposed to make a H sound.
it's supposed to make an H sound, but it stands for the belly button of the moon. It's supposed to be in Nahuatl, which was the original language of Tenochtitlan, I believe, of where
Yeah,
now Mexico is,
Mexico
and
City, right?
and that's like a beautiful fucking name like that
Yeah,
like essentially like uh uh um you've taken like a country that's known for like beauty, that's known for like good cuisine, good people, like all this shit. It's a paradise. I'll leave it at that. Mexico is a
yeah,
paradise, and when you're like, okay, but there's a bunch of cartels there. What are you talking about? It's because it was a paradise. It was like people were the culture of Mexico. What a lot of like people in the United States might not like know. And this is just from
nobody's fighting over Wyoming, guys.
no, it's not even that. It's just like when Mexican people come from Mexico, like a lot of them they do come to work, but a lot of them also comment about how the lifestyle in America is a lot of just working, 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 and
Yeah,
there's not a lot of time to like actually chill and be with your family and stuff. And that's
yeah,
why a lot of people end up making a lot of money in the United States, but then going back to Mexico because they made enough to live that lifestyle of just chilling with their families and
yeah.
stuff.
Which is
Was
very easy to do, by the
which
way.
is very easy to do, but that's the thing, right? So in
Yeah,
Mexico, the ideal lifestyle is just to have a good enough business to like sustain you and your family, and that's not from lack of ambition. That's
yeah,
just from like you're living in a paradise. So you take in this paradise where people are like, we can just live in peace and everything. A perfect opportunity for just a couple bad seeds to be like, okay, we're just gonna take this over. We have guns. We have product that people in the United States are going to pay millions of dollars for. We're just going to take over and we're going to pay off the people in the government
Yeah,
that we need to get like through to sell all our stuff. That's all we need to do. That's essentially what Mexico is. It's a paradise that was taken over by bad people who have infiltrated the government, and they have so much money that they're literally paying people off. But if you want to speak on like hypocrisy or whatever, I mean, look at America and look at the fact that there's people who are paying people off to protect people who literally sexually abused and had an island to touch little kids. I mean, if we're gonna talk about the greater of two evils, at least cartels, like at least they're like they're just doing drug stuff, Like I'm gonna be honest, man. I'd rather be known for drug stuff than touching little kids. I'll leave it at
that
that.
is true.
I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I
I
think
mean,
we
hey.
can end the podcast there.
All right, we're gonna leave the podcast at maybe we should start a boycott, maybe we should not. Who
Yeah.
knows? Follow us on what's it called on our platform. See if we do. But watch out, guys. We got probably another food video coming out soon if
Mm,
we can schedule that.
delicious.
But yeah, this was 125 minutes of us ranting about fucking the United States, I guess.
Yeah, this is yeah,
The
pretty much
society we're
our
in.
lives right now are crumbling.
For real.
Dude, if the freaking economy crashes by the time this episode comes out, I'm a, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I'll just laugh.
What are you gonna buy when the recession?
Dude, we should buy an apartment building, dude.
I'm
We should
like
go halves on an apartment building.
I'm literally thinking like what industry would be is like
Is like gonna be like perfect for like for when the recession hits.
yeah. I'm
Well,
thinking
a bunch of restaurants are gonna go out of business.
yeah. What about laundromats? You don't think so?
Laundromats. No,
I don't
people are gonna
know.
wash stuff at home if they can.
Right?
They're just gonna buy that powder soap.
What service would be like more in need during a
More in need.
recession?
Um, I don't know, but if you guys have any ideas in the comments below,
Yeah, let us
let
know.
us
Let us
know
know,
so we
guys.
can get rich, guys. We can
Yeah.
get rich together.
We
Dude,
can get rich together,
if you
bro.
guys give us like a crazy business for the recession to hit, and then we like make a bunch of money, dude, if we could just have like a studio for our podcast.
Genuinely, bro. I would love to make like a studio. Like it would be so cool if we bought like an apartment complex and then like different levels, right? And then
We
made
have,
it
dude, we have like a content apartment.
that dude. Stop! Why'd you steal my shit? I was gonna say we're gonna have the first like three levels. Like
Yeah,
the first level is like our or maybe the top one. Yeah, the top one is like our
our
offices or whatever.
offices. Yeah,
We're like
just me
we're
and
like
you, just two guys.
no no,
In an office,
but
two
like
offices.
but like if you're like oh like when you think of us, whatever our names are gonna be on the internet or whatever, like if you think of like when you think of Markiplier's setup, like that's their setup. It's
Yeah,
always going to stay like constant.
yeah,
And then the second level is where we have more of like a free space, but like that's encouraged to like to vlog. And I was thinking more of like not vlog to create YouTube videos,
yeah.
somewhat of like fitness equipment, but also like ping pong tables, but more free area.
Oh, like a
So
recreational area.
so if you're like a like not even up and coming, you're just a content creator in Chicago. You're like, I gotta visit that place to see if I can make a YouTube video there, and then we can have like organic like interaction with people going there.
Yeah,
And then the bottom level is like more of like that is like pure
the
social.
sweatshop editor's room,
I would say it would be so cool if you like if you were based in Chicago. I always thought it would be so like
like a networking space for YouTubers.
that'd be pretty cool. We could have that in the back. But
Yeah,
but I was thinking how Zoomies. I really like Zoomies model of going after, not going after, but using people who already have audiences
yeah,
online to be able to promote sales. So I was always thinking it would be cool, especially in a place like Chicago where
yeah,
it might be hard to get spotlight as like a Chicago content creator.
yeah.
You could kind of rent out like a space and then put your merch there
Oh, like a pop up shop.
kind of, but then we could have like we hire the people, but then we just sell your merch, and then people come in and one find out about your channel, or the fact that you even create content in Chicago, and then two promote sales and everything, and then like you were saying, maybe network and shit in the background.
Yeah.
I'm thinking fake grass all over the place. and a sign
that
that's
says
squiggly, that's
that's
pink,
squiggly, pink
and you
squiggly
can't
sign,
read what the fuck it says, but it looks really high, classy, and fashion.
and it's neon, and then on the wall next to it, butterfly wings
And then a big
with the
ass
empty space for you to get in front of.
and then a big ass plasma screen TV that displays nothing but like the DVD logo just bouncing from like corner to corner.
And then another DVD screen where it's just like what do they usually have in restaurants? Like where it's just like a random like 10 hour looping
Mexicans? Oh
video.
yeah,
That's it. Mexican?
yeah.
Yeah, they usually have
They
those.
do. They
Yes, they
do.
do.
It'd be cool if we did that, and then we just pulled a Dr. Kenner, and we just employ all of our like
Our
friends.
friends and like these guys don't know what they're doing. Shut the fuck up,
Shut the
idiot.
fuck up and give me $5.99 for that plushie. $59.99, please. I would like my $200.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Peace.